Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I want to talk about personal growth, how we handle our daily interactions. It's something that affects us all deeply. Have you ever looked back at the person you used to be and realized that the things that once ruined your entire day barely affect you anymore? That is one of the clearest signs that you are growing. Real growth isn't always obvious. Sometimes it doesn't come with a promotion, a bigger paycheck, or public recognition. Sometimes the biggest transformation happens quietly, deep within you. It shows up in the way you respond to life. There may have been a time when every disagreement demanded that you defend yourself. Every insult needed an immediate comeback. Every disappointment left you emotionally exhausted, and every act of disrespect stayed in your mind for days. Many of us have lived that way. We believed that if we didn't react, people would think we were weak. We thought we had to win every argument, explain every decision, and prove ourselves to everyone. But as we mature, something begins to change. We realize that not everything deserves our attention. Not every comment requires a response. Not every misunderstanding needs to be corrected. Not every conflict deserves our emotional investment. Growth teaches us something powerful. Your peace is too valuable to hand over. One of the greatest forms of strength is learning when not to react. Silence is often misunderstood. People sometimes assume that remaining quiet lost the argument, you're afraid to speak. But that's not always true. Sometimes silence is wisdom. Sometimes walking away isn't surrender, it's self-respect. Sometimes choosing not to engage is the strongest decision you can make, because you've learned that protecting your inner peace matters more than proving a point. Think about it for a moment. If someone can easily make you angry, they've gained influence over your emotions. If every negative opinion changes your mood, then you've allowed other people to determine your emotional state. If every inconvenience ruins your day, circumstances have become your master. When we cannot control our emotions, other people and situations begin to control us. That doesn't mean emotions are bad. Far from it, and frustration are all part of being human. The goal isn't to eliminate emotions. The goal is to keep them from becoming the driver of your decisions. Emotion is a wonderful passenger, but a terrible driver. We make decisions that damage relationships. We burn bridges that didn't need to be burned. We react in ways that don't reflect who we truly are. That's why emotional maturity isn't measured by whether you feel strong emotions. It's measured by what you choose to do after you feel them. But it takes character to pause. It takes discipline to breathe before speaking. It takes wisdom to ask yourself whether your next words will solve the problem or make it worse. Real growth is much deeper than success on the outside. Many people appear successful while privately being controlled by anger, pride, insecurity, or fear. They have money but no peace. They have influence but growth begins on the inside. It's being disappointed without becoming bitter. Being criticized without becoming defensive, being rejected without believing you have no value. It's feeling hurt to define your future. It's experiencing anger while refusing to let anger make your choices. That's emotional strength. Imagine someone insults you. The old version of you may have immediately fired back with even harsher words, but the wiser version asks, "Is this worth my peace?" Sometimes the answer is no. Imagine someone misunderstands your intentions. Instead of trying to convince everyone, recognize that not everyone has to understand your journey. Your value doesn't decrease because someone fails to see it. Or perhaps life doesn't go according to plan. Instead of falling apart, you adjust, learn, and move forward. That is resilience. And resilience is one of the greatest signs of maturity. Here's something many people discover later in life. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every criticism deserves your explanation. Not every person deserves unlimited access to your emotional energy. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It's necessary. This doesn't mean becoming cold or emotionally distant. It means become emotionally intelligent. Before you send that message you'll regret, pause. Before you make a decision while overwhelmed by emotion, pause. Ask yourself one simple question. Will this reaction help me become the person I want to be, or will it take me further away from that person? That one question can save friendships. It can save careers. It can save families. Most importantly, it can save you from becoming someone you never wanted to be. The strongest people are not those who never experience difficult emotions. The strongest people are those who experience those emotions and still choose wisdom over impulse. Remember this. Emotional control doesn't mean pretending you're fine when you're hurting. It doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or ignoring your pain. It means acknowledging what you feel while refusing to let those feelings make your decisions for you. That is what real maturity looks like. If you made it this far, here's a question I'd love you to answer in the comments. What emotion are you currently learning to control, and what has it been teaching you about yourself? If this message encouraged you, don't forget to like the video and share it with someone who may need this reminder today. Sometimes a single message can change the way someone responds to life's biggest challenges.